What's up, Internet? My name is TridentLion, and today we're going to be talking about the 33 strategies of war. Robert Greene breaks this book into 5 separate parts. The first part is self-directed warfare. The second is organizational warfare. The third is defensive warfare. The fourth is offensive warfare. And the fifth is unconventional warfare. So let's get into the first, which is self-directed warfare. Here lies the first 4 strategies of war in Robert Greene's book. The first is to declare war on your enemies. Part of this strategy is identifying who your enemy is. Learn how to smoke them out. The second strategy is do not fight the last war. Be sure to wage war on your past. The third strategy is amidst the turmoil of events, do not lose your presence of mind. Maintain your presence of mind no matter what the circumstances are. Maintain a mental toughness by exposing your mind to adversity. Learn how to detach yourself from all of the ruckus and chaos going on the battlefield. The fourth strategy is to create a sense of urgency or desperation. This is known as the death ground strategy. So for example, if your army is heading into battle, behind them lies a cliff where they either progress forward in victory or they fall back and perish. Next, Robert Greene gets into the second part, which is organizational warfare. Which brings us to the fifth strategy of war, is to command and control. It's great to have a sense of participation, but do not fall into group thinking. The sixth strategy is segment your forces, which is controlled chaos. Speed and adaptability are extremely important in warfare, the ability to move and make decisions faster than an enemy. The seventh strategy is to transform your war into a crusade. Make your warrior peers feel that their survival is tied to the overall success as a whole. Next, Robert Greene gets into part 3, which is defensive warfare. Which brings us to the 8th strategy, which is to pick your battles carefully. Sometimes it is better to undermine your enemies covertly. Strategy number 9, turn the tables, counterattack. Bait your enemy into a rash attack that leaves them in a weak position. Strategy number 10, create a threatening presence. Build a reputation for being a little bit insane. Fighting you is just simply not worth it, where your enemies feel uncertain whether they can beat you or not. If your opponents aren't sure what the attack will cost them, they will not want to find out. Strategy number 11, trade space for time. Don't feel ashamed if you have to retreat. Retreat is actually a sign of strength, being able to swallow your pride and do its best. Next, Robert Greene gets into part 4, which is offensive warfare. Strategy number 12, lose battles but be sure to win the war, which is the overall grand strategy. Look beyond the present battle and calculate your chess move as to how to win the grand war. Strategy number 13, know your enemy. The target of your strategies is not the army that you face, but the mind who is running it. If you can change the mind of those that are leading those into battle, then you can win the battle. Strategy number 14, overwhelm resistance with speed and suddenness. Strike first. Speed is power. Strike before your enemies have any time to think or prepare. Strategy number 15, control the dynamic. Instead of trying to simply just dominate the other side every single move, work to define the nature of the relationship. Try to control the opponent's mind. Push their emotional buttons so that they will make mistakes. Strategy number 16, hit them where it hurts. Figure out what is your enemy's source of power. What do they cherish? What do they protect? And then strike. Strategy number 17, defeat them in detail. Divide and conquer. Be sure to turn the large problem into small problems. Defeat the parts of the bigger problem, and then you could defeat the big problem. Strategy number 18, expose and attack your opponent's soft flank. Create a relentless pressure from all sides of your enemy. Box them in and close their access to the outside world. Strategy number 20, maneuver them into weakness. Before the battle begins, be sure to put the enemy in a position where they have weakness. That way, the victory can be easy and quick. Strategy number 21, negotiate while advancing. The diplomatic war. Create a reputation for being tough and uncompromising, so that People are giving ground even before they meet you. Strategy number 22. Know how to end things. The exit strategy. Next, Robert Greene gets into part 5, which is unconventional warfare, which brings us to our 23rd strategy. Weave a seamless blend of fact and fiction. If you can control people's perception of reality, you can control them. Strategy number 24. Take the line of least expectation. First, do something ordinary, then hit the enemy with the extraordinary. Sometimes the ordinary is extraordinary because it is so unexpected. Never have them expect what's coming. Strategy number 25. Occupy the moral high ground, also known as the righteous strategy. Strategy number 26. Deny them targets. Give enemies no target to attack. Be dangerous and elusive, and let them chase you into the void. Strategy number 27. Seem to work for the interests of others while furthering your own. Get others to compensate for your weaknesses and your deficiencies. Strategy number 28. Give your rivals enough rope to hang themselves. Make them hang themselves through their own self-destructive tendencies. Strategy number 29. Take small bites. Strategy number 30. Penetrate their minds with communication. Infiltrate your ideas behind enemy lines and into enemy minds, sending them messages in order to lure them into coming to conclusions that you desire, thinking that they got the idea on their own. Strategy number 31. Destroy from within. Strategy number 32. Dominate while seeming to submit. Passive aggression. Seem to go along, offering no resistance. However, actually dominate the situation. Disguise your aggression so that you can deny that it even exists. And the last strategy, strategy number 33. Sow uncertainty and panic through acts of terror. Creating terror can paralyze your enemy's will to resist and destroy their ability to plan a strategic response. The goal of this terror is to create maximum chaos and provoke a desperate overreaction. Now, to counter this, remain balanced and rational.
Here we go.
Thank you so much for checking out this video. My name is TridentLion. If you're new to the channel, be sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and comment below which strategy that you found to be the most interesting. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up. If you're a fan of Robert Greene, you check out 2 of my other videos. One, The Art of Seduction, and the other one, The 48 Laws of Power. I'll leave a link for them in the description. Thank you all again for checking this out, and I will see you in the next video.